Yo, what up, what up, what up, what up, what up, what up, what up? It is your boy Greg, aka Dad Pad Gaming, putting it down for the Blerd Lines Media team. And today with me, we got here my boy, your homie, Demigod Sean. What up, bro?
What it do, people? What it do, Dad Pad?
You know what I'm saying? Exactly. You know what I'm saying because I know what you're saying. In short,
with it.
Yeah, Destiny, Bungie needs not to fuck up.
They cannot fuck up today.
It's plain and simple. It is plain and simple.
Cannot fuck up today.
So we got about
today. It's ugly.
Yeah. So we got about 15 seconds before the actual stream starts. Anything that you're saying is the highest priority that we need to see before this countdown hits?
Man, they have to completely wow us after the state of the game release, telling us basically the game isn't changing and it's going to be in the same state that it's been in. We really have to be wild and excited.
All right, right. I'm going to cue in that audio for the chat.
I believe there's this deeply rooted, often unstated mission of games to keep adventure alive. In 2014, Bungie set out to start a new adventure. Heroes awakened on a desolate planet. A silent god set in our sky. And it wouldn't be long before an ancient enemy, shrouded in darkness, showed up at humanity's door to destroy us. Over the years,
they had to drum up the drama, if nothing else.
Right.
But it's that music.
Players would explore deep into the depths of Venus, hunting a machine god that controlled time itself.
Good morning, Perry.
Hello, Perry.
And their paracausal abilities to stand alone against monsters that took others, an entire elite squad. They'd race alongside their friends far into the early morning into halls of an ancient city where only a select few emerged victorious at dawn, clutching the heart of a dragon.
Clutching the heart of a dragon?
Yeah, that was the Forsaken.
Okay, I like dragons.
Who would become lifelong companions. Now, together, we approach the final shape.
His mustache is so bad.
Bruh. The porn stash is serious.
It's like you can hold that bug and just ride a bike from it. You know what I'm saying? Like, just shave it, sir.
Go inside the traveler. The journey will be difficult. And what awaits you on the other side of this trek is nothing less than the deadliest entity.
I ain't gonna lie, those PlayStation shoes are actually kind of dope. I've never actually seen them worn on a person before. Because those are what the PGs, right? Wasn't it like the limited edition PGs? Yeah, those are. I never thought I would like them on the person, but now I'm kind of mad I didn't get a pair when I had a chance.
I'm shitty, bro.
Those are low key kind of slick. Yeah.
Because I like PG as a player anyway. I ain't gonna lie to you.
He cool as a fan.
I like him. We got the same birthday too.
Yeah, he's not what we thought he was gonna be, but you know, he's a solid 80.
I think that honestly he
ended up with a bunch of bullshit franchises.
That too. He's in that same class with LeBron too, though. So you know what I mean. Some people try to compare themselves.
All right, so I guess it's our cinematic trailer. It's kind of okay. We're going from the beginning up to now.
Okay. Why?
Why you were chosen.
Why?
Because you're the chosen one, duh. And the sun bracers.
Yeah, those were hard.
I didn't know then.
What didn't you know?
It was just a feeling.
They're doing it though.
I just feel like all the money for our PvP stuff went to cinematics.
Went to the marketing budget. That and Marathon. This is hype though.
Yeah, I mean it is. But this This means nothing to me. Like, this would have had me hyped as fuck.
Had they been in the right state right now.
Right, right, exactly.
So I'm asking you one last time to rise.
The Death Stranding Ludens inspired armor there. I'm digging that. Okay.
I like it.
Yeah, I'm digging that. Pre-order February 2027. Okay.
All right, so let me ask for my days off now.
Here he go. Look, the same person that
Just a
said
week.
he's not hyped and not convinced
week-
already requesting
A
time
week
off.
later, the last raid is gonna drop.
This moment for the last 10 years.
You know, I mean, they're gonna give us pretty much the ending in this first season.
Oh, yeah.
Definitely.
Definitely.
That the universe has ever seen in this big culmination of the Light and Darkness saga.
When we were thinking of what the final shape could be, it had to be a lot of different things. It needs to pay off this epic confrontation with the Witness that we've been setting up for years. It has to bring you closer to your allies in the Vanguard. It has to be this place that like makes you
Boo.
It
Boo
needs
this
to
man with his shell
wow
toes.
me. It needs to wow me.
Were resurrected by ghosts at the very beginning of this story. We didn't know why, but it was for this. The Traveler is asking us for help, and it's our responsibility to protect every living thing in the universe from what the Witness intends to do.
All right, what does the Witness intend to do?
So the Traveler is asking us for help, but he still gave the light to Savathun.
Through the portal that the Witness opened in the Traveler at the end of Lightfall.
inside is the pale heart of the Traveler. That is the stage for our showdown with the Witness.
The pale heart of the Traveler.
It has always had a connection.
Oh, so we're in Skypiea.
Is what it's trying to use to gain connection to the light. So with both, it can enact its final shape.
The Witness looks around and sees a lack of purpose, no meaning. It wants to fix all that. So it's trying to put the universe into this frozen perfection where everything's just exactly how it thinks it's supposed to be. That is the final shape.
Okay.
All right.
We're going to defeat the Witness. It's going to take everyone. Failure is not an option.
We're gonna need the Vanguard, all of our allies, and all the Guardians to rally together and be brave in the face of oblivion.
In the final shape, we're going to answer questions at the grandest scale. But what I find really interesting is that it's also a very personal journey where we deepen our relationships with these characters that we've known for so long. Zavala, Ikora, our ghost, get to reconnect with Cade 6. So, like...
So he's a Uchiha.
and everything
Right.
around us, and stakes of
Sasuke in
Wow.
particular. I mean, that's literally what Sasuke and Madara tried to do with the what was it, the ghetto tree or whatever it was, right?
Yeah, to get the Geto statue.
Yeah, the what was it, the infinite Tsukiyomi?
Yes. Infinite Tsukiyomi put everyone in a dream state and put
Right.
them in their own perfect world.
But this was just his perfect world where he shapes everything, which is cool. I thought that the final shape would refer to the Guardians shaping the light in its final form, not necessarily him shaping the universe after his perfect image.
On the Pale Heart, which is
But then again, I don't pay attention, so maybe I just kind of missed that.
I'm looking at the background and shit. The new area looks pretty cool.
Yeah, it does.
It makes you feel a bit uncomfortable, and it is also just so.
It looks like a little bit of like the best hits of everything.
Yeah.
Because like some of the what was that, the Black Garden in there, some
There's
of
some Black Garden, there's some Dreaming City.
Yep, definitely. I see
There's
Dreaming City.
some,
Some of Mars in there even.
Pale heart starts
Yeah. Some of Savathun's throne world is there.
This is the Traveler recreating the world in front of you as it saw on your journey.
Ah, well, there we go. That makes sense.
one of the most memorable Blockalis from Destiny's past is the D1 tower. It's really
Wow.
Oh, okay. That's cool.
So much to everyone who's building it, and I think players are really going to be able to see that
What?
The Pale Heart is our very first linear destination that we've ever done. I would love it if players felt that they began their journey in a place of safety and feel it escalate in danger, in realness.
That's kind of dope.
There is this beautiful evolution of the space.
They see things that are more and more wrong as they begin to go towards the Witness's monolith. It's kind of this omnipresent, foreboding thing off in the distance.
Oh, that's what this
Things happen
is.
as you get closer to the monolith in the form of reshaping. Kind of like deconstructing things and putting them back together.
Wow, like in the pyramids.
The sense of scale you get out there, like as you're exploring these spaces and you're jumping on these reshaped cuboids of Earth, you feel tiny as a Guardian. You feel alone. You feel
This looks like Minecraft.
to be reckoned with. that you have to
Right. Floating green and brown blocks.
Right now, you're just this little person jumping from these massive pieces to massive pieces.
They said jumping. I'm a platforming extraordinaire.
One of the things that we really tried to also capture is that the Witness keeps throwing everything it has at you. And so you're going to fight these new enemies, the Subjugators.
The Subjugators.
Is the new unit you're going to be facing.
Okay. So is this like one new enemy or a whole new class?
This is gonna be one new enemy, and they have
They
strand.
look like the armor from the raid.
That's not the armor from the raid. That's the enemy from the raid is what they look like.
Oh, okay.
They're back there pinging away with stasis abilities, throwing crystals at you, freezing you
Wow.
in place,
Okay.
tangling you up.
Being annoying.
They've got
Gotcha.
strand and stasis, and they look like Ralk and Nezarek. Interesting.
It's the most important thing in the universe at that moment. You have to stop the final shape from happening.
And for that, we do need the help with our allies. And so we're going to make sure that the core Vanguard team gets back together. Zavala and Ikora and Cade.
That's dope.
Is just the start.
It sucks that it won't be Lance.
We've reached the monolith and finished the campaign. We open up.
Lance did do some voice acting for Final Shape.
So do you think they'll like change it maybe like as we get through like the first season or something like that?
I think after season 2, because they do their stuff like 6 to 8 months in advance. So I think like after season 2, that's when we'll start hearing Keith David.
It's very natural that when you are going to confront the Witness, you're going to do that in the raid. But that might not be enough. This is a moment where we need to rally all Guardians to be able to overcome the final shape. And the
Subjugator sounds like an evil punctuation. Fucking Barry. I mean, he's not wrong though.
No, he's not wrong.
In the final shape, we are inside the Traveler, very close to this energy. This allows us to have new supers, Arc, Solar, Void.
New supers.
Create something that turns you into an offensive.
Well, they said they were condensing the super palette to make it so that IP defining supers were the only ones that existed.
I don't know how I feel about that.
The Warlock Super is its ultimate expression of solar energy coursing through your Guardian. This Solar Warlock Super is a callback to Radiance from D1.
Other than gun, this is the only other first-person super in Destiny right now. Your melee's like all these projectiles going off, doubling the amount.
I get to be super. Oh, okay. I'm down. I get to be super Mustang. I'm in.
Wow, they actually track too.
That's hard as fuck. What? Hey, that's hard.
When I cast my rift, it is going to create this little solar soul that when it sees an enemy, it launches part of itself out and hits the enemy and explodes and scorches them.
Nice.
All right, so now you have a solar buddy, you have an ice buddy, you have a void buddy, and an arc buddy.
Yeah, we need that though.
This is the only ranged one-off offensive super for Titans in the game.
The Titan jumps up into the
Oh
air,
Lord.
summons this giant void axe, throws it, summons another one, throws it, summons another one, looks at a different group of enemies, throws it. And when these axes fly through the air, they stick into the ground or an enemy, do their void gravity thing where they suck a bunch of energy and enemies in and then explode. But that doesn't destroy the axe. The axe sticks around.
What?
And your allies
Hey, that's low-key lit.
start wailing on enemies with it.
This super is
Huh.
insane to me.
The Void Titan aspect. I press
That's kind of scary.
Bro, how do they buff Warlock and then give them this?
The more it charges up, and then I can release that, and it creates this blast that deals massive damage.
So you get to be MCU Black Panther.
Arc is
A
all about
force
finding the
push,
shortest distance
essentially.
between 2 points. The hunter kind of rears back, takes this knife, and throws it across the world, and then is able to.
Oh, that.
Oh, he
That's
gets to be
nasty.
Minato.
That just decimates.
That's nasty.
He's Minato.
Fucking Minato. That's
Hey,
kind of nasty.
Hey, that's hard.
That's kind of nasty.
The hunter has an aspect. We take our staff.
But is that one move? That doesn't seem continuous.
And any allies near you.
It almost makes it feel like you're playing a fighting game, right? Like these combos that you're chaining together to do these different moves.
What?
That sandbox. To the
That was hard.
The more aspects we have, the more capable we are to do that.
It feels like you're like.
They said these are aspects.
Exactly, not fragments.
So that must be like his new melee special, like akin to like the Warlock's new arc special.
Right.
Weapons team has been working on all sorts of goodness. We've got exotics, we've got legendaries, we've got perks. We're always cooking up stuff. We're always playing with stuff that
Oh, pack.
is interesting or taking inspiration. We have Tessellation.
I can't stand it.
Fusion rifle. It has the really
This nigga said he may have my attention. I'm weak. Here they go. It's like a fighting game.
Nah, Mason, I don't know how long you've been pressing my guy, but they kind of showed some really cool powers off.
Yeah, they've shown some cool stuff. I'm not gonna cap and say it's been trash. It hasn't been trash.
Yeah, like,
it hasn't
I
been
think-
mid either.
I don't think it's enough to where I would say like this will win back people. That gun looks hard.
exotic that I can make that's like really zany that you would like right now.
What if Golden Gun was a sniper rifle?
What
Oh,
if it
no.
was the might of the Traveler? You know, we had a moment where we saw that Traveler beam cutscene. I know people on Weapons went, I kind of want that. You're like, that is incredible.
Whoa.
A light trace rifle?
Destiny 1 weapons, but really
That's hard.
something that feels unique in Destiny 2.
We have to bring Kvastov into the fold.
Oh wow, they're bringing Kvastov back.
Pulse rifle.
And Dragon's Breath. Burn the world, burn it all. In the final shape, we have new weapon subfamilies coming, broadening what existing weapons can be.
Really
Dragon's Breath is coming back too? That's crazy.
For example, we've got a rocket pistol sidearm subfamily. We always liked the special ammo sidearms.
A
Interesting.
rocket pistol.
Slow moving rockets. They hit very hard.
Yeah, it's
Hey,
not a
this is-
bad meh. It's like a meh right
Yeah.
now. It's like a
Yeah,
I see them
that-
trying.
Yeah, they're
type of
definitely
meh.
they're definitely doing some different stuff.
A type of legendary auto rifle. It'll let you switch seamlessly from firing at enemies to healing your allies.
And it's a legendary?
To bring it to dungeons and keep my team alive, honestly.
Huh.
That's interesting. As a legendary, it can switch between healing and DPS.
Cool stuff coming over the next few years, and some new and really wild ideas, which we're pretty excited about.
But my concern is if they're like focusing on one or two like new guns, are we only going to get one or two new guns and then everything else is going to be the same?
Right.
This is only big enough for one dashing hero type, and that's me. So, I'm back. Hey, you two, give me a sec. I was magnificent. This is great. Anyone want a hug? Get your rock off my map. Worst case scenario, you die. But who knows? Maybe
I do miss this guy.
Yeah, Nathan Fillion.
Yeah, man, like
fucking awesome.
Well, better get back to it.
I wish he was a warlock, but it just does not work thematically.
No, it doesn't. He has to be a gunslinger.
Yeah.
Moment where we're driving to the end of the Light and Darkness saga. It's great to see Cade like return to this world at this moment.
This nigga said axe throw got a 1/3 shadow growing.
Cade is the quintessential hunter. His presence casts such a long shadow over the story of Destiny, whether it was when he was alive.
Right. I do agree with Mason though. Like they're showing some interesting stuff.
Right.
Like I still don't feel like it's enough to like bring everybody back, but this is at least going to make majority of people look.
Yeah, most people will be interested enough to buy the base expansion, which is $50.
Started digging into the nature of the Pale Heart. I think that crystallized Cade's role as a guide. Cade is Virgil, and he's our guide through this other place.
Yep, I knew it. He's not back seriously. He's just
back
a
within that
guide.
realm.
Yep.
It just feels so natural for Nathan to be back in the booth. It felt
Oh, my boy Nathan is getting old.
the role like without missing a beat.
Right, instantly.
In the flesh, or metal, as it were.
Cade's the glue that's always held Zavala and Ikora together. Having him back puts them in a position of questioning where they've been and what they've done without him.
You think about the journey that Zavala's been on and how he's been taken down this dark path, and you think about the weight that's been on Ikora having to hold the Vanguard together,
Right.
having Cade's voice of levity and brightness that he brings to that.
Because Ikora low key has been like running shit for a while now. He's just there.
I mean, she's been running shit on I think on different terms. I don't know, Demigod. You may be the leader of the pack again and try to bring everyone together again for this one. I don't know, bro. Honestly, I don't know. I'm gonna play it because I've been playing it and I want to see what the end looks like, but I'm not dragging anybody kicking and streaming to play Destiny 2
Yeah.
anymore. Like I think that ship has long sailed.
Yeah, I think that this is like interesting, like as far as like the lore and all of that. But I think we still need to kind of see more on like the sandbox side, because we know that they're going all in as far as the actual story content goes. Like that's been clear from jump. The issue is the seasonal content, the holiday content, and the multiplayer content has been stagnant for some time now. So, like, we're not necessarily worried about the campaign and the raid. We're worried about everything that's essentially supposed to hold people in place at least for 3 to 4 weeks per season in between big expansions.
Exactly.
I do like that armor, though.
Yeah, we finally getting some fucking Hive armor in Destiny 2.
I see they nailing down.
Get some Taken armor.
Boom. Oh, we're finally getting that gun, I see.
Huh. We got the boom cannons.
Yeah. I don't know how I feel about the hunters looking like a bride, though. Warlock armor hard, though.
Is that a hammer for the hunt?
So we working with Savathun?
Yes. Season of the Witch.
We're working with Savathun.
No. That was Eris.
Was that? They sound alike.
Yeah. They're done by the same actor. Actually.
Okay.
At the end of Season of the Deep, we learn that Savathun has the key to getting into the portal that we need to go into. That means we have to go find Imaru, her ghost. Imaru's like...
So wait. Oh shit, almost knocked my mouth. This is what we're playing now. Right?
Yeah, this is season 22.
Oh.
Today.
Okay, I like it.
She determines, like, well, the best way to fight fire is with fire. We are channeling all of the
Whoa.
energy that we're creating.
That's what she's been hiding?
By eliminating enemies, and we're tithing to our friend Eris.
Bring me your tithes.
What does that mean for the characters and the player to kind of like be like Savathun? And that's where we went down the path of having Hive Eris. We want to extend that magical fantasy into the player then. That ability to have overwhelming magical power, that risk and reward into all of our activities and systems.
Wait.
Lore-wise, I'm extremely interested.
So
I'm
we're getting
extremely
Boom
interested
Cannon
lore-wise.
today.
Yeah.
That's fun.
Magical deck of cards that creates amazing synergies with your buildcraft meta and with
What?
the buffs and the activities.
They can then
What?
cards at will, whichever ones they want, and then that really leans into the build crafting.
You actually are getting cards
Huh?
that you can then use to place on the battlefield and change the way you play.
I'm such a sucker for deck building. Like being able to like bring that element into Destiny gameplay has just been like, oh, chess.
Yeah,
it's really
They
cool.
have cards now? Magic cards?
So,
Man, this looks more like the same game, a campaign, a raid, a 6-person activity thing, rinse and repeat.
well, we're gonna get that stuff, but it looks like they're changing up the mechanics and how the builds are crafted and such. So like that's like saying you watching Street Fighter 6 from 5. I mean, and not saying that this is that big of a departure, but and then say, well, it's still Hadoukens. Like we expect that Hadoukens are gonna be here. But we're definitely like seeing different mechanics and different things going on here though.
Yeah, I'm seeing this as a different activity all in all.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, it's probably still going to be a 6-person activity, but that's what their public activities usually are, right? 6, maybe 3 people.
Right. And they're fun for a week.
Right. They're fun for a little bit, but they're mostly there to help push the story along. And then that's just been the way that it is. They want to drip feed the story.
Right. And
but it's all going to be completed in the final shape.
Right,
So,
but keep in mind, this is not the final shape. This is literally
this
just
is season 22. This is
the
still
new
Lightfall.
season. So what we're seeing now is essentially what you can turn on and play today. Granted, you
In
have the
about
season
30
pass.
minutes. About 30 minutes, you can start playing this.
The exotic that comes alongside of it will become craftable.
Deadman's Tale is craftable now.
With Season of the Witch, we have a brand new Vex lo-fi PvP map coming. It's really exciting. It's got a bunch of really tight gameplay experiences. We wanted to make sure that we...
They didn't even tell us that we were getting a new PvP map this season.
Yeah, no, they did in the state of the game.
Oh, okay. They said there was one
the
coming.
First PvP. That's why everybody's so mad, because it's only one, and it's
but
the
then
first
we're getting,
one in like 4 years.
But then we're getting. They said what, like 3 or 4 of them next year, though, was it?
Yeah, we're getting a map pack, so
Yeah.
it's assumed we're getting at least 3 in a pack.
I think a pack would be 4.
I think a pack would be 4 too.
4 to 6, really.
Right.
Yeah, so you're going to be reaping Guardians with that thing. It's a lot more...
Oh wow, they burnt the scythe.
Yeah, this is the one where you play with all the artifact weapons, which I'll try, but I'm not super interested in it.
I'm interested to see how this is going to turn out with Eris, if she's going to actually become Dark Eris.
Yeah. So,
Senpai.
right. So, Senpai, if you just pull it up, right now we're just looking at the current season stuff, but there is some really interesting and cool looking shit that's coming for next major expansion in February. So, what we're looking at now
Crota.
is...
I knew it. I fucking
Okay.
knew it. Crota's back.
This was from King of the Fallen, King of the Taken, or Taken King, the Taken King, right?
No, this was from Dark Below, my brother.
Dark Below. That was the one before, was it? Or after Taken King?
This was way before. This was the first,
Yeah.
or no,
Okay.
the second, because House of Wolves was first, and then Dark Below.
Okay.
They've changed the mechanics according to the leaks, so we won't be able to just 3-man it, or if a pack is anything like Bungie did with Halo, a pack is 4. You know, hopefully.
Okay.
I trust in the demigod to lead us on this, possibly some Destiny lore and more. Possibly. I am very, very interested in the lore and seeing what's happening with Eris.
I'm just ready to be Colonel Mustang 2.0.
Super Saiyan Colonel Mustang out here.
Bro, they go let me get unlimited snaps with better tracking and distance.
Yep.
I need that shit.
Yep. And you get a little sun buddy too.
You know what I'm saying?
You're in the game.
Man. You know what I'm saying? Me and my little Zuli's bang is about to go crazy.
Man.
And my sun bracers? Oh Lord. It's never gonna stop, nigga. I'm burning up everything.
Yeah, you got Dragon's Breath coming back, the rocket launcher.
I just want to burn up everything.
What power level you are going into it, you're always going to be able to approach it. There's still going to be tiers of difficulty that you
She looks like a hobo.
just meant to be experienced a certain way.
Things like
It's like she's wearing that hat, like, you know, that hobo hat. It's because they were like,
just happen
cool.
to have a bad day,
I'm just saying, like, those hats used to be cool in like 2005, and the only people that wear them today in 2023 are hobos.
Difficulty of things, where they sit now in the spectrum.
One way that we're trying to do that
Look at her.
making it easier for new players to
It's like she knew she was getting on camera, bruh. Like, you could have washed your hair. I see that oily shit
I
back
can't
there.
hear.
I'm sorry. Okay. I'm going to stop roasting the hobo. I'm sorry, y'all.
The person with the highest power in your fire team.
Oh, they're talking about the fire team boost. All right, that's cool.
Okay.
That's actually kind of nice. That's a nice
1980,
thing because
2000.
then I don't have to wait for Mace No Kin to level the fuck up so we can do a goddamn raid.
Yep.
He can just be my power level. That's nice. I don't have to wait for Corey. Don't have to wait for Lady Gunner. Don't even have to wait for Captain. As long as he got the goddamn expansion, we can actually just go in there and do the shit.
in Destiny. We have a tag system that allows players to be able to say, well,
Oh, this is the LFG that's going to be set up
In the game. It's like,
Yes.
you guys should have moved this shit over to the game so long ago.
So long ago, bro. So long ago.
I think what's really great about it is with this launch, we're also looking at including inclusion tags. As an example, one of the
We don't need inclusion tags.
colorblind players. So please, the inclusion tag.
Okay. I guess that's fair. Okay. I take it back. Being an asshole.
I don't.
I thought it was going to be for like trans people. It's like, I don't care if you're trans while I'm
Bruh,
playing.
For real.
What does that matter? Can you communicate? Can you shoot
Please,
the
it
right?
would only be a week for me. No, it would never be a week. I don't believe you. I don't believe you. You'd never have to wait at all if the game was good enough for people to want to play. I hear you. There's so many good games right now. I don't expect y'all to just want to play Destiny.
Oh yeah.
Today that I'm incredibly excited about is timeline reflections. Essentially what we have done is we went back to previous expansions and pulled out missions that we felt really represent key narrative beats within our story.
Oh, okay.
We're going to have a mission
So is this like taking the place of like the New Light?
Thanks for the memory.
I
don't
hope
know.
so. New Light is so shitty.
Missions is they're not going to be like one-to-one for how you would experience them in the campaign. You're also going to get additional
Oh.
pieces of narrative fed to you to like identify like, hey, this is why it's important that this happened, and here are the people you met along the way.
A really big one that's really timely for Final Shape is Cade's last stand from Forsaken. This is a moment that a lot of players, new and old, are going to come back to Destiny. I think this is just the right time to introduce features that are going to allow those.
Oh yeah, I'm right with you, senpai.
People to play with and enjoy this content regardless of their power level.
We're reaching
Yeah,
this
very excited for Armored Core 3.
the episodes.
Armored
I'm
Core
scared
6.
of Baldur's Gate just because I've never played a game like that before. So I don't know if I really want to spend money on it for real.
Yeah. From what I understand, if you love Dungeons and Dragons or if you love turn-based RPGs,
I don't know if I love Dungeons and Dragons. It's
Yeah.
fun with the people that I play it with.
it would be fun playing with me. Pause. Hey yo,
That's a legitimate argument. No homo.
Is the 3-act structure. The acts act as these anchors for
Okay.
us to introduce new weapons, new artifact mods, new activities. There's going to be new missions coming around the core. There'll be new story moments, and every single one.
So they have a new okay.
More cinematic styled experiences throughout the final shape year.
Okay, that's important. This is what we said we needed to see.
Yeah.
Are actually playable as standalone. Like each episode is something you can experience, whether you've been playing Destiny for 10 years or this is your first one.
You're going to be able to basically enjoy them in any order you want to.
I think the opportunity with this big epic moment is that we get
So the community can actually get the whole gist of the story without having to
deeper story moments,
do homework,
retcon, and yeah, all of that.
provides the team with a platform to go much
If Axe throwing OP, I'll be back to troll. It's absolutely going to be OP because
bro, how's that
their
gonna work in
favorite character,
PvP?
bro, their favorite character is Titan. It's going to be OP.
Bro, how does it work in PvP? That's all I want to know. Like,
he's going to get 3 axes to throw in PvP, and,
and then his teammates can pick him up.
Bruh.
It's the opposite. We're leaning in. We're putting the pedal to the metal. Episodes provide us a new, innovative way for players to engage with Destiny 2 throughout the year.
Okay, I mean, we'll have to see, but I mean, we that's literally what we just said a couple minutes ago. Is we need a new way to interact within, you know, big expansions.
We know that we were chosen for a reason.
Damn, Lance.
Something greater than ourselves.
Yeah, rip Lance.
Eyes up, Guardian. Shaped by the fires of each new battle, we are forged and sharpened into what we must become for the fight ahead. We are the final line that halts the
He will. What up?
All of us.
Dun Dada.
Every warlock, every hunter.
I am Elden Lord in Destiny. I provide weapons to the team. Axes.
So Mace. So right now, Mace. Actually, the Vanguard strike list is almost that. Like all the and they've remixed them a little bit, but essentially all the strikes that were ever in Destiny 2, maybe there's a couple of them missing, are actually in the playlist now.
Yeah, they're bringing the new psyops from a few seasons ago in with the Elephant Lady, and then there's a few other strikes that they're still working on to turn into like Grandmasters and shit like that. So
yeah,
they're bringing them.
I think the only thing they're missing is like some type of reward system to go with them. Because they've almost fixed the issue where when you play the strike playlist, it just seems like you're just sprinting through it, trying to kill the boss and go. They're like tweaking the difficulty and like kind of making it worth more of a challenge. But they still have to kind of figure out how the reward system is going to go, at least in my opinion. Are we done?
It's going to be an exciting year for Guardians.
Oh, okay.
We get to make good on a promise that we made way back in 2014. There was classic rock blasting, a fire team racing across our solar system, and at the end, a simple message: become legend. Today, you got a glimpse at how we'll be cementing your legend in this upcoming year.
I'm really salty about the fact I didn't get those PlayStation shoes.
Unlike anything we've ever built before. We'll face the biggest bad we've ever made, and we'll do this all alongside a streamlined
I'm loving that Ludens reference.
allowing us to easily play with friends in any content in the game. And as the dust settles in the final shape, we're going to continue our legends in Echoes. It's Destiny's first episode in a new phase of storytelling for Guardians with brand new conflicts born from the resolution of the Light and Darkness saga. These first episodes are just the beginning. But if you're chomping at the bit to see how the Light and Darkness saga is going to kick off the future of Destiny 2, we've got a ton of great content for you to jump into today. Going live after this, we've got Season of the Witch, with a new story, new weapons, new armor, new activities, and new PvP content all alongside a series of story catch-up missions, allowing any of your friends to jump into the game and get up to speed on what's happening in this world. Then, next week, a brutal reprisal of Crota's End is going to join the ranks of our aspirational content. I can't wait to see you all in the throne world as we learn more about the final shape and how we can stop it.
So I feel like they did not bring up a way to like mainline getting all the subclasses.
No, that was not brought up because that's not gonna happen, I think, until season 23.
Okay.
Especially for because the only real one they need to do is Stasis. So Stasis is the one that they're mainlining. Strand is decent, and all the other light subclasses you get directly from Ikora.
So I'm asking you to rise. One last time.
Another thing they did not mention was a new subclass.
Got new supers though, so I mean, collector's edition reveal. This is what we got here.
When we create a collector's edition, we try and
Ah, y'all want to talk about it? Just show us.
Right.
Damn, just show us.
So this year we're doing a Destiny 1 tower.
Oh, that's cool.
We try to work hard at thinking about 10 years of Destiny and how best to encapsulate that experience.
Even as the game dev who've worked on it since day one, like I think having it be the tower is super exciting for us because it's
I love how some people try to shit on the Destiny and Bungie devs like they all just left.
The tower, it's kind of like the beacon in which you're a place you can call home.
Like, do we have to have? They could have just showed this in a trailer. We didn't need the whole. All right. This is what we gonna do here. We gonna mute that. So we gonna move over. So at this point here, we got the full presentation, the stuff that matters. So how are you feeling? First, I guess about current season. I guess let's start there. Season, is it what, 22 or 23?
Well, we just started season 22 today.
Okay, 22. Okay,
So,
gotcha.
yeah, well, I mean, I'll jump into season 22 and, we'll see what's happening with that. I do absolutely want to see what's going on with Eris. I think that's the most interesting thing that I got out of season 22 was that she's turning into like some sort of hive queen. So yeah, I'm interested to see that. But honestly, man, it did not wow me like I hoped that it would. And my hopes were, I think pretty tame.
Yeah.
Based off the state of the game, based off of the feedback we got from what's his face? I can't even remember his face now.
Joe.
But
Joe?
yeah, from Joe.
Yeah.
The feedback that we got from Joe Blackburn, the state of the game, like I was really, really hoping that they would like come out and swing like Mike Tyson. Man, I don't know, it's kind of hitting like Rolly Romero right now, but it is what it is. We here with it, and
yeah. Now, to be fair, like my thing is, I didn't really expect anything huge from
I didn't
this
expect
season.
huge changes.
Yeah,
I didn't expect huge changes.
So, like, my thing is, like, I think I kind of missed it. They say that the LFG is that rolling out this season.
That rolls out with Final Shape.
Okay. So we got another year
this season, but we'll see.
I would hope it's not another 6 to 8 months before we get that. That'd be crazy. But if it is, like, whatever, I know game development is hard, but like all in all, like this season is kind of like whatever. Like I'll come in, I'll get the armor. I might even just throw $10 at the season pass to kind of burn through half of it quickly. I don't know. But all in all, like I didn't really expect much. We knew that we would get a legacy raid. We knew that we would get new armor. I think the new weapons look cool. It's been a
Those
while.
new supers look cool.
Yeah. But definitely away from season 22, what are you feeling about the final shape?
Man, for the final shape, me personally, like I said earlier, like I'm here. Um, I'm gonna play it. I'm probably just gonna get the base game, and then depending on the information that we get, leading up to the actual release of the final shape and how things are going to function after that first season, because the game is essentially Light and Darkness Saga is going to be essentially over after that first season. You know what I mean? So depending on what happens after that, like that's gonna make the determining factor for if it's worth my time, worth my money, especially with Armor Core 6, games like Baldur's Gate, even Diablo 4 and Remnant have me kind of looking at them with the side eye, you know what I mean? So like there's just so much good happening in game development right now. Bungie is really, really giving themselves a back seat, and it's kind of sad because, I mean, this is a franchise that people have been kicking it with for almost 10 years now. You know what I'm saying? And it just seems like they're not they are trying to like create new content, and they are like trying to give us things that are like, I guess, fun in game developer eyes, but I mean, at the end of the day, there was no mention of any more maps. Even with the mention of a map pack from Joe Blackburn, like there was no mention of that.
Now
It
to
was assumed that we were going to get a new super,
Now, to
right?
be
So,
fair, I think he did say at the time that he made that video that the showcase had already been recorded.
right,
So
right, right,
so
right,
I mean
right.
I mean that would at least explain why we didn't see any of the that stuff in the trailer. And I mean
Yeah.
and if I remember right, I guess earlier this year when Lightfall came out, they still had like one big showcase like a day or so before it actually came out, right?
Lightfall?
Yeah, for Lightfall.
You might be right. I have to go back and look, to be honest with you, but I mean, at the end of the day, man, they're gonna have to really come hard with like some interesting news. Like again,
Yeah.
the new supers and stuff are gonna be cool, but we're not gonna see those until February,
Yeah.
almost March. You know what I mean? And the new story for Eris is interesting, but that's only interesting to individuals like myself,
That are big
Warhead.
into the story, yeah. And
Yeah.
that's where I am, is where seeing the story expansions, I think it's really cool to see that they are kind of like mainlining the story, because someone like me that always like, yeah, this is convoluted, like I'm just gonna come in, I'm gonna shoot that shit, like that tells me that maybe if I'm bored one day and I maybe just want to level up my punk ass hunter or titan, that I might actually go play through it, get that experience, catch up on the story, whatever. But
Right.
honestly, like, other than like again popping up for the drip, I don't really see any reason to
Yeah.
play season 22.
Yeah.
Like if anything, like my overarching thing is, if I'm looking at giving individual grades for season 22, I'm giving it like a 6 out of 10. For final shape, I can definitely give it a strong 8 out of 10. As of now, I definitely do want to see more. I need more detail to kind of boost that, or maybe knock it down some. But the overall showcase would probably average out at about a 7 in total. Just because, again, like I think it really weighs it down that the overarching narrative that I pulled from this was like, you could play now, but you really want to play later.
Right. Right.
Look,
And I think
this
that
guy's a
that's
shapeshifter. He just changed again. He's an alien. Are you still watching the playback from like the
Yeah, I
post show?
am. I
It's
am.
crazy.
I am. He finally shaved his mustache.
Yeah, look, I'm gonna show y'all. Look, Look, we were talking about his handlebar mustache earlier. This
Joe
is that
shaved his
guy,
mustache.
right on the far right. That's Joe. Like he is the alien. Y'all talking about Mark Zuckerberg and what
Man.
NASA and the military are hiding? Nah, y'all need to pull up to Bungie
It's crazy because
Studios.
he got that same hoodie on too from the showcase. That's
Look at him.
wild.
Look at that smile. I've got it muted, but I'm sure he laughs like Kawhi Leonard. Like,
Bruh.
we gotta watch
Bruh.
that dude. He is
Man.
the enemy.
Yeah, honestly, I'm gonna have to give the overall showcase between a 6 and a 7 out of 10.
Yeah.
I think that they had some good things. I think that they're trying to move in a good direction. I don't feel like it was enough time between uh the state of the game, the Joe Blackburn address, and then this. Like
Yeah.
we've been addressed as the Destiny community 3 weeks out of the past, what, 4 months?
Yeah.
So I mean, just at this point, they're kind of they're kind of just rehashing the same thing over and over and over again. For people that have invested a lifelong 10-year relationship with Destiny, it's worth continuing. For someone new, they're going to be like, "Yo, this is dope." For the rest of us, it for the first week or two and then vanish. Yeah,
Yeah.
and I think that honestly, like they said, I think way back before Beyond Light that they didn't want people to feel like they had to play Destiny all the time.
Yeah.
So in that respect, I enjoy the fact that they're going to be doing the light level boosting. I like the fact that they're going to do the like echoes and episodes and all that shit so that, people can catch up when they want to catch up and not feel the need to have to catch up in order to A, understand what the hell is going on, and B, to even play the newer content. You know what I mean? Everybody's going to be the same level as the highest guardian in the team, and that's going to be that. You know what I mean? We just have to work out our builds and stuff. I am interested in the new like magic cards that they're
Yeah.
bringing into the final shape. Like that's got me interested, along with the supers and stuff, new
But I
aspects and
think the
stuff.
cards are for like this season though.
Oh, true.
Yeah.
They are. They are. So I am interested in that stuff. You know what I mean? And that for that reason, I am gonna end up playing
Yeah.
season 22. I've already got the season pass and stuff like that. So I
Right.
will
Get
play
that
season
money's worth.
22, season 23. You know what I mean? That's gonna be fine. But
Look, Mason sold on that power level and shit. He said,
oh
and I
yeah,
still
that's what I
get the power
said.
rewards.
That's what I
Yeah.
said, man. You
Yeah.
still get the power rewards. You still get the grandmaster rewards. Everybody's gonna be the highest level that the highest guardian is. So
And that's only for post game and grandmaster content, right?
right. So
Okay.
story level content, you still got to work through your own actual story, right? But as far as post game content, yeah, you all are gonna be the same level. You know what I mean?
So
And seasons don't count. Like you can go through an entire season and not do any of that stuff and still play the post game content.
yeah, we'll have to see how that goes.
Yeah.
But ultimately, as it sounds like we're kind of looking at things the same. We're
Yep.
hopelessly optimistic for what's to come for the final shape. Not necessarily sold, but we're hopeful.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
as of right now, we're kind of lukewarm on it. Ultimately, we're both falling at about a 7 on the showcase as a whole, which, according to the official Blerd Lines Media rating scale, puts that at a 7, which is good. It's not
It is
necessarily bad. It's
great.
not necessarily great. It's good.
Yep.
You know,
Yep.
like we can't be mad at people that are freaking out excited about this, but we also can't
Mhm.
be mad if people feel like it is okay or mid.
It is mid or
Yeah.
anything of that nature. It's literally on the fence. And honestly, I think that's where a lot of people are at with Destiny. It's
Yeah.
on the fence.
And that's like
And
the
I think
unfortunate
that's
thing about it,
extremely
because
fair.
you're so right.
I
I
think it's
mean,
fair, man. I think it's fair
yeah.
that the way they've been acting and the way they've been communicating, it's going to take time for the community to A, want to play the game, and B, them to create content for us to want to play. It's a good meh. Just like Mace No Ken said.
You say, and look, Mace says, "I'll see you next week for Crota." Yeah, and I'm so like the wonderful thing, Mace. I don't know if they actually mentioned it. I know we were kind of talking through some of it as well. So they're not doing any power level cap raise with this. So if you're already of level somewhere between 1805, 1810, then you're fine. You know, other than some stuff that you can do with your seasonal artifact, like you'll be ready to play. So don't stress too much about it. But I don't think I've ever done Crota. I know I came back in. I did a couple of the raids on D1. I know I did a Vault of Glass, and what's the one where you have to hide from the Gorgonite or whatever it was?
Oh, that's Vault of Glass.
Yeah, okay, that's Vault of Glass. And I did one other one. It was the one that was
I'm pretty sure you did Crota, because when Taken King came out, that's kind of when the house kind of split. You know what I mean? So I'm pretty sure you did Crota, because that's the one you had to hide behind the glass wall, and somebody had to run with the sword and slap Crota until he kneels to do the mechanic. So
yeah,
pretty
maybe
sure you
so.
did play Crota with us.
It's probably one of those I'll swear up and down I didn't play, and then once I play up, oh, okay, I kind of remember this. We'll see.
It's going to be completely different based on what I'm hearing with the mechanics and stuff, but I think the visuals are all going to look the same. And then you still have to finish like the new raid.
The only thing I want out of there is a shotgun, but the way that my luck goes with the raid weapons,
honestly, the raid weapons are fire. They are fire.
Yeah.
Like, they're worth it. You may not like the armor, and you can always change the color of the armor, by the way.
Yeah, I know, and it still looks bad. At least in my opinion. I know some people like it.
I mean, it depends on how you dress. You know what I'm saying? Depends on how you dress. But nevertheless, like you should definitely hop in and do some of this Root of Nightmares, because it's not hard. Even on Master, I just completed it on Master like, I don't know, 2 weeks ago, and got the ship. I still want that shotgun, but you know.
Yeah, that's all I really want out of there is that shotgun. But this is where I am right now. Armored Core review embargoes come tomorrow, so we should start seeing reviews tomorrow, maybe at midnight tonight, maybe sometime around 9 a.m. or 12 noon Pacific time. So look out for those reviews, so we'll kind of get an idea of what that game is looking like, at least from a view of the industry. And then a week after that, we have early access for Baldur's Gate on PS5, following by 5 days later, everyone on PS5 who wants it can get it. So like for me, I'll be around. Like, Destiny is always something to do. Like, if I know I've got 30-40 minutes before I'm ready to lay down, and I'm not, I don't want to get into something serious. Maybe I've already kind of like beat my thumbs to all hell in Street Fighter. I'm going to go play some Destiny for, 30-40 minutes. So I'll be around, but, am I excited about it? Yeah, it's something to do.
Yeah. And that's how I'm seeing it too. Like, it's something to do. I've got a backlog of games. I'm really interested in what's happening in my Persona gameplay right now. I'm still in that fucking dungeon.
How far did you get into that dungeon?
I'm halfway through it.
So you're like,
actually, I'm over halfway through that dungeon right now.
So at this point, I'm assuming Anna's on your team.
Yeah.
Yep. So Anna's on your team, and have you kind of gotten to the point where they're not forcing you into the palace?
Forcing me? No, I'm just running around that motherfucker as I please.
Okay, cool. So so you should be about halfway through, because once they stop telling you when you have to go via the narrative, and you can kind of decide when you do and when you just want to hang out, you're getting there. So you're doing stuff. But nonetheless, we have been with you guys for just about an hour. So as the notation says right below our heads, right down here, stay tuned. Pull back up around 2 p.m. Eastern. So 1 hour, 1 minute and 30 seconds from now. I will be here. Perry will be here, and I believe Demigod Sean is going to pull back up. We're going to hang out and we're going to check out what's going on for Gamescom opening night live. Hopefully we'll get some cool shit. But regardless, you'll at least get to hang out with some cool people. And Perry, I know you're still in there. It's probably about time for you to go ahead and create that broadcast. I'll go ahead and do all the shit I need to do behind the scenes. Demigod Sean, you got any last words for us before we close out this particular stream?
Nah, man. Honestly, take what you're seeing with Destiny at face value. You know what I'm saying? Like this is what the game is going to be moving forward. It's not something that everybody's gonna like. You know what I mean? It's not gonna be for everybody. I'm gonna stick around, so those who want to, still experience the game with your boy and kick it, you know what I mean? We'll still be doing the latest fuck show on Kick and Twitch, and we'll come over to YouTube at some point. We got a PC now, so we can do that crispy 1440 frames per second, you know what I'm saying? So
yeah.
But yeah, I mean, take it with what you will and enjoy it or don't. like dragging people into Destiny is over and done with. You know what I mean? Like if you want to play, perfect. You're gonna be my power level. We're gonna rock this shit. You don't want to play, that's okay. Destiny has lost a lot of people. Bungie has lost a lot of people. I'm very interested to see what's happening after the final shape. Though that is kind of like my main deal breaker, if you will. Like if I'm not excited after the final shape, that's my problem. You know what I mean? And this right here has me interested, not excited, but interested. So I'm sticking around.
Yeah. And I can echo those sentiments in a lot of ways. So hopefully our next season starts to cash in on some of the goodwill that it may have earned with a lot of people today. And I hope that in the meantime, season 22, 23, and probably 24, because we'll probably have 3 seasons between now and the next expansion, I'm assuming. Hopefully it is enough to hold over the community.
Yeah.
But yeah, again, guys, stay tuned. Pull back up. Make sure that you like this video, subscribe, pull back up in an hour. We'll go ahead and see if we get some cool game reveals rolling into Gamescom. But thanks, guys. Have a wonderful day, and we'll see you back here soon.
Yeah, I'll see y'all in an hour.
Gang, gang.